What's up, nerds? Welcome to Cool Nerd Reviews. I'm Steve Trezza.
Scott Burnett.
Devin Burke.
And we are reviewing Arrow, titled Public Enemy. So, a lot of shit happened in this episode.
Yes, it did.
We get... What happened? So
We start off... A lot of shit happened.
What happened? So
What happened?
Come on,
It is amazing
pull your
episode.
weight. Sorry, it was a good episode. From last episode, we started off from last episode when the mayor takes one in the chest.
Tit, right?
Yeah.
We start off with nobody wanting to be the mayor of Star City.
Again.
And fucking Ray taking an arrow to the chest.
Yeah, and
Had to save that
almost
sweet ass.
dying, just kind of like Ray Palmer.
Right? When he was on the ground with an arrow in his chest, I was like, maybe the anthology series is going to be a bunch of dead people. It's going to be like superhero
It's
heaven.
taking place in heaven.
Yeah, superhero heaven. But
So-
they rushed him to the hospital and shit happened.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Yeah.
But then Team Arrow's all like, fighting the League on the roof.
Well, they're all on the run now from the police because
Well, that's
now...
what I was getting to. Because then after Roz is like, "You gonna join?" and Oliver's like, "Never." And he's like, "All right." And he turns around, the fucking helicopters start coming, and then they have to run from the cops, which is awesome. It was so well done.
They
It was
went
an
to
awesome-
commercial, and then they came back from the commercial, and the entire time that they came back was just a police chase.
Yeah.
It was just a huge police chase, and then they went back to commercial again.
Roy's not really helping his case there, shooting cops in the leg.
No,
Yeah,
but-
but he needs to get away
Never
from
mind.
them.
No, we have to go
Arrow
back.
got away. He didn't fucking shoot anybody.
No, we have to
They
go
got
back.
trick arrows and shit.
Arrow's better.
Scott, we gotta go back for a second. Because remember when Roy was on the roof last episode, just got lightning and we didn't see him throughout? He went straight back to... Oh, goddamn, what's her name?
Laurel, Felicity,
Thea.
You're saying all of them.
Nissa.
Thea!
Thea! Damn it,
Oh.
stop saying them. To
Yeah,
Thea,
I wanted
and
to
just literally went straight there to bang her, because that's what it opens up with. It's just them
Yeah,
and
it's
bang.
true.
You're getting struck by lightning probably ramps
No,
up your
because
mojo.
there was
was
no
probably, like,
continuation.
twitching and
So he
shit.
just woke up, saw that
That's
you know
true.
the arrow
The
shot,
last scene
and
we-
he was having sex with her, like literally.
The last scene we saw of Roy, he was lying almost dead on the ground.
He was like-
and then the next scene we see him, he's naked in Thea's
Yeah,
bed with
He was
Thea.
like, "Woo! That lightning really gave me a boner."
No, not even that. It's like arrow fucking left me. Fine, I'm just gonna fuck his sister. All right, let's see how that goes.
He's like, "Ow! I just got struck by lightning. Holy shit, my dick's hard. I'm gonna call Thea."
Well,
He's
I
like-
gotta fix one of these problems.
He's just like,
And Thea...
he's like limping away. He's like, "Yeah, Thea, well, smash." And then it's just
The best part is when they come back, like when it goes to that, cuts to that scene, the first thing said is just Thea going, "I don't know why I broke up with you," which just makes it known that Roy is just awesome in bed, I guess.
Ooh, Roy's
our boy.
Roy's got a lot of sexual moves in his arsenal.
Oh,
Oh shit! Call back.
he's still red arrow.
So
They like call him Arsenal at random times.
Yeah.
They're like, Roy, Red Arrow, Harper, Arsenal. He's like,
Speedy.
pick one.
So that happened. Anyway, so we cut forward to
Besides the porn that Ray...
the
not Ray.
SCPD is just going after all of them,
Yep.
and they all have to split up, and they all have to get away. And
Roy's real light on his feet because he just got one. He's got some.
So
Put him in a good
Oliver and Laurel get away relatively easily, I guess.
Yeah.
Laurel should have been caught, but Detective Lance isn't going to bring
She
his own
jumped
daughter in.
off the roof and just...
Yeah!
Yeah.
What up? What a needy bitch! She was just like, he'll catch me. Yeah. And she just jumped off the roof!
Yeah, just jump the roof. Like,
Hey, he did it.
yeah.
Yeah, but was that like planned? Is that like a protocol?
I think
like,
she
hey,
felt
if
like, guys, I forgot something. Oh.
if we're like ever jumping off a roof, when are you gonna catch me? I was like, yeah, sure.
They probably talked about it. It's like, all right, if we're ever in this situation, just jump. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got
That's
it.
all. And break. It's funny. Arrow lands. He's like, starts running away. You just see Laurel. Whap! And that's how they write her out of the show. This massive head trauma. So they get away. Then it goes to the...
They get away. Roy, as you said, had to shoot some cops in the shins
shins,
and
yeah.
whatever.
He was a little sad about it.
Got away though.
The cop was like, I used to be a beat cop, so I took an arrow to the knee.
Dude, that is old. You gotta shut up. That's dead.
It's a callback.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's a throwback.
No, it's
Throwback Thursday.
dumb.
Anyway,
Different Oblivion coming out.
Flashback Friday.
they all get away.
Hater.
They all meet back up at the Arrow base and discuss what they're gonna do because
Equipment.
now they can't do shit.
Yeah.
Like they can't go out and do shit because the cops are on them
Yeah.
like flies on shit. They're just like the cops are on them constantly now.
White on rice.
Okay. So, and the side story, we get Ray Palmer now. He's in the hospital because he got, hit with the arrow.
Shot with an arrow.
He has immense blood clots in his chest.
His brain. It was a CAT scan of his brain.
Okay, in his brain.
His chest.
Oh, he got shot in the chest.
Steve has never seen any illustrations of the
everybody.
inside of a body. He's like, oh, the heart looks like the Valentine's Day heart. Is that what that is? No? Okay. I'm wrong.
Alright, whatever. He's got blood clots, alright? Somewhere in his body.
One blood clot.
He's got a blood clot.
One good
somewhere in
blood
his
clot to
body.
ruin his life.
Yeah.
And they said, we can fix it, but we have to go into your brain, and you're so weak from the arrow shooting you, so now, you might have brain damage.
It'll 100%
So it's
cause
either
brain
you're
damage,
going to die
or
from this
you'll
blood
die.
clot, or you're going to get brain damage. And he's like, well,
Funny enough,
That's a jolly thing.
I've created this nanotech technology that can shrink and go
that
into my
can
blood.
shrink
Yeah.
a blood clot. And you're like, real, he paused on it.
Yeah, and go and make me well. And the doctor's
what's
like,
crazy is,
well,
like,
I don't know what that
felt
is. I
like-
can't do that.
Yeah.
But when Ray was talking, I
nah.
felt like he was pointing to us at the camera, because that's what it looked like to me. He's like, I have nanotech that shrink. Like, he knows that we were complaining.
And he's
I
like,
swear.
shut up, cool nerd show. And we're like,
Yeah.
whoa, Brandon Routh watches the show?
Yes,
What
I
the fuck?
And Superman Returns was great. Far better than the other ones.
Oh,
Superman Returns wasn't bad.
Shut up, you're proving his point.
Anyway, so he says that.
So, all right, point
Then
proven. Hi, Brandon.
The doctor.
When are we going to hang out again?
the doctor won't do it because he's like, no.
He's a medically licensed doctor, so he wouldn't do it. Like,
I mean, yeah, I don't blame him. Whatever. I could have a heart problem and be like, just take this thing that I invented, inject me, and it'll be fine. The doctor's be like, sure you will.
you malpractice suit waiting to happen, ass bitch.
So, then we get Felicity's mom.
Yeah!
Well,
Comes back.
They
We
needed
needed her.
She's like, don't worry, I'll blow the doctor. She totally went and blew him in a broom closet.
They even said that. It's like, I always want to have sex in the hospital.
Yeah. She's like, oh, my back hurts. I need to fuck it straight. I
love that because
Ray scene happens. If this was on fucking HBO, they would have showed them fucking.
But that's great though, because Ray was like, "Is your mother right?" Like he actually thought she was injured. Like he's like a 5-year-old child somehow.
I love Ray Palmer.
yeah.
I think he's an awesome addition to the cast. I know a lot of people don't like him. I think he's great.
But then we get Felicity coming in with the nanotech. And not with the least bit of training, he's like, yeah, give it to me. And she immediately goes for the neck. So I wanted it to be like, he's just like, okay. And he turns around and she's jamming it in his neck. He's like, no, not the neck. And then he dies. And Felicity's like, shit. But she stabs him and he starts convulsing. And I was like, here it comes, he's going to shrink. Here it comes, he's going to shrink. And he's like, didn't see that coming. And that's it. I was like, you fucks, shrink him.
But in the comics, the atom actually shrinks down and goes into Superman's blood to I forget why, to remove a contagion or something.
Kryptonite.
Well, that did happen because he was Superman, so that did happen.
I guess. But that was kind of like a nod to the comics. I feel like.
You think
So
that's why
was
they?
good.
That's so weird. Do you think like they purposely did that?
I think they purposely
because he
cast
was
Brandon Routh
Superman.
because he was Superman.
I don't know because
Oh, yeah.
that
Because
had to
when
be.
the first episode I saw him come in on, I was like, Brendan Routh? I was like, really? And then they announced him as Ray Palmer. I was like, that's awesome. Like, all right. So, and I don't know. There was so much promise in Brandon Routh's career when he became Superman.
Wow, just make a sad story about it.
There was.
He had such high hopes.
There was so much
cut
promise.
it from his prime.
Brian
Each
Singer.
Hollywood story of Brandon Routh.
Brian
You'll
Singer
cry.
was like, you're gonna be a star. This movie's gonna be great, and then it happened.
It was a whole lot of nothing.
And for that, like, again, I don't think it's a bad movie, and whatever.
Yes,
and
it is.
I just,
Yeah, when was the last time you saw it?
it's been a while,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I still think
Super
it's bad.
kid.
All right, you know what? Compare it to Superman 3 and 4.
I didn't even see
Hey,
it.
they had Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was
Exactly.
in a Superman movie?
They have
Oh,
Superman
did you not-
3.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the old.
Oh.
What,
Oh.
you never seen 1 or 2?
Great. Now we're gonna
Both-
get down.
1 and 2 are both
We're
very
gonna get
good.
downvoted because of you and your.
Anyway.
Whatever. I don't like Christopher Reeves.
Anyway, whatever. And whatever. And I
Doesn't matter,
don't
yeah.
think it's Brandon Routh's fault that like his acting career never took off. But
And you think it would because he can fly.
I hate you so much.
You know, his career had such promise, and then Superman Returns flopped, and that's where he's at now. But that's why I love Brandon Routh.
Hey, how about we could
another?
How about we could cut off this Brandon Routh pity party and continue with whatever the fuck happened in the episode?
So anyway, so that's basically what happened with the Atom storyline, and then he's fine. The nanotech shrinks it, and awesome, like that total nod to the Atom. That's great. Like they're slowly building him in. I feel like eventually we might get him to shrink, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
So shrinkage won't be a problem.
Also, touch upon this real quick. We get the whole. He says, "I love you" to Felicity. Felicity doesn't say it back. Felicity still loves Ollie, and
I love that. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get you something." I was like, "Oh, good." She doesn't love him back.
So she doesn't love him back.
I'm too invested.
The thing is, I do love them as a couple. Like I think they're great, and again I love the Atom and Brandon Routh, and I think it's awesome. But you still have this kind of storyline that like she's enjoying her time with him, but she doesn't really.
She don't love him. She's just lonely.
Want to be with him.
So I just want to be friends.
Yeah. So
FWBs. Hey, I'd be FWB.
So let's go back to the other storyline, the Arrow storyline.
Lance gets captured.
Lance gets captured by Roz.
Yeah.
Which it just goes to show you how like powerful Ra's al Ghul is, because they just bring him to some like creepy alleyway with a bunch of fucking assassins and like torches.
Yeah. And
he just tells him who he is and whatever, and then he explains who the Arrow is.
I still think Deathstroke's reveal to Laurel is a cooler reveal for the Arrow. Let's cut to a clip. Bye, Slade. Oliver Queen's the Arrow.
There it was.
Yeah.
That was shot for shot.
That was a
show.
Just a minor reenactment.
Maybe.
So, but whatever. He reveals himself to the. He reveals himself. He reveals Oliver.
I'm Detective Lance. And Roz is like, what? We kidnapped the wrong guy.
It was me all along. Me.
Ross reveals Oliver to Detective Lance.
What a weird episode.
tells him that he's the Arrow, and it comes full circle to Detective Lance now. Now he's like, shit, how did I not recognize that?
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, because he knew it was who he was all along. I guarantee
he just didn't have.
No, he just didn't want to because Arrow was doing good.
Remember but isn't this like the third time now he's accused of him being the Arrow?
Remember when he met Ray? And we met the Red Arrow?
Yeah.
And he's like, Hopper? He's like, no. He's like, I know who you are. You short. Like, he knew it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew it was Roy. He fucking knows. He thought they were doing good.
He knows Laurel's Black Canary. Yeah. Like, he knows they all hang out together.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows Felicity is involved with them, too. Like,
he knew.
Like, for him not to put this together, it's like, come on.
He fucking knew. He's a detective. He just didn't do anything because Arrow was doing good. Now, as soon as he was doing bad, he's like, get the task force. Like, and then they fucking takes him out. He's trying to, at least. So then, Lance and Ollie face off in that van after Ollie turns himself in.
Oliver turns himself in because basically he doesn't want...
He doesn't want Ra's al Ghul, basically.
Well, he doesn't want Ra's al Ghul to start killing just innocent people, and he doesn't want to put his friends in danger. I think that's more it. He doesn't want to put his friends in danger.
Yeah, so he said, I'll give myself up as long as my friends get full pardon.
Yep, and he says that to the basically to Detective Lance and the police.
And he's like, all right, I'm down.
So they agree to it. Now they're taking him, I guess, like away to prison.
Yeah. And
all of a sudden,
well, that was a cool scene in the van.
Yeah.
Too, where they were just like, my daughter, and he's like slaps him and shit.
Oliver's like, no, I love your family, and then he's just like,
I really wanted Oliver to be a dick about it. He's like, I fucked both your daughters. It's like just he's in it already. Just like, hey, you know what was also cool? When I fucked both your daughters.
So then all of a sudden, we get this the van stops because someone's stopping it, and you just automatically.
I thought it was the Atom.
I thought it was Ra's al Ghul.
I thought it was the automatically. I thought because the Atom
was like, mine.
I thought the Atom was on Ollie's side, and he was better. He was gonna be like, boom.
He is, and we might see that. But I thought it was Ra's al Ghul. Then all of a sudden you see that it's Roy, and Roy's just
dressed in the Green
Arrow outfit, and he gives himself up, and they go and arrest him.
Yeah.
And that's how it
Lame.
ends.
Yeah.
Lame.
No, it's not.
The ending part was lame.
I wasn't expecting. I thought it was meh. I didn't think it was
You
great.
needed
It was
Ollie
bad.
not to be arrested for that storyline to progress.
That's true.
You could have found someone in prison.
And it gave something for Roy to do. Roy was doing
thing
absolutely
is-
nothing.
And now he's doing nothing in prison.
The thing
well,
is,
he
though,
gave himself up.
I hope
so
he loses
Ollie-
an arm in prison by a guy.
all right, this is where it doesn't make sense. This is where it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Oliver already gave himself up.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden someone else is gonna give himself up, and the police will just be like, "It's him."
Well, no, because Oliver just confessing is all circumstantial stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver could be protecting somebody. They have proof and physical evidence of Roy in the
Yeah.
costume.
If, you know, like by
They're gonna take
surveillance.
that. They're gonna take that over.
I guess.
They're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
take that over
because
somebody.
when Oliver went
Well,
to the
the
police
Lance
station,
is
he was
that-
just in street clothes.
Look at
He
it
was
this
just
way. If
confessing like
I
that.
walked up to Johnny Cochran, God rest his soul, and I was like, I killed. I was like, I killed Nicole Simpson, and they were like, all right, and they arrested me, and then they like OJ walked by with the glove and the knife. Who are they gonna arrest?
I guess.
That's I don't know why I went
That's,
OJ.
that's a whole other. You probably wouldn't because it'd be like, OJ, you doing something again?
But
No. Okay.
the knife had
Johnny
blood on
Cochran
it.
just throwing the Chewbacca defense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Chewbacca.
so that makes sense. So anyway,
That makes sense.
we get. I don't know. I just feel like Detective Lance is a lot more smart than that, and he would just
Or smarter.
he's a lot smarter than
Smart
that.
man, good.
Yeah.
I'm the word good.
And would just be like, I know what you're doing. Just like, you know.
With them things.
Yeah.
And the woozles.
Don't do accents. Please don't do accents.
We're the best.
You sound like Jewish grandmother.
That's what New Yorkers are. They're just
No, he would. He'd be like, I know what you're doing, and like, just you know, be like get that Roy's taking the blame for him.
Yeah.
But whatever, and we might see
He
that.
can't not arrest him because he's got
Yeah.
the fucking bow and the suit on.
That's
like,
true.
You can't not arrest that guy over Ollie.
So, and then you see in the preview that Oliver's like, why are you doing this? And he's like, no, you were there for me when I
Yeah.
needed you, and now I'm gonna be there for you, and like
Yeah.
everything. And
Because Ollie can't help the city from prison, and you saw how fucking bad Team Arrow is without Arrow.
yeah, and spoiler alert, if you don't know or haven't figured it out already, then click off the video. But
Well, what are you gonna?
Oliver's going to become
Oh yeah.
Ra's al Ghul, or join the League of
apprentice sort
Assassins.
of thing.
We know this because if you've
Thanks
seen the
to
Flash,
Flash.
if you've seen the Flash preview video, he's in League of Assassin clothes.
Yeah.
So he's going to join the League of Assassins. That's going to be what happens. You know he's going to do it probably to protect. Shut up.
Yes.
To
Remember when I
protect-
called that?
To protect his friends, to protect the city.
And you were like, no fucking
The one part I
way.
did like was when
You just say I'm right.
yeah, all right, you were right. The one part I did like about this episode was when
Still think Lazarus Smith is fake.
when Oliver is seeing that you know he's turning the city against him. He's like, he's turning the city against me. It's my city.
Yeah.
He gets like all mad. He's like, no,
No,
it's my city.
Mine.
Like I enjoyed that. I thought that was pretty awesome.
But now Arrow's off next week as well.
Arrow's off next week as well. We have it's good.
Yeah.
It's like to the fucking full throttle here now for the next
Nerd, yeah.
couple episodes. Yeah, for both Flash and Arrow. Gonna be good. I can't wait.
Team up episodes coming up. And fucking Firestorm's coming back.
So good.
Adam's gonna be there full in the suit. It's gonna be some Wells and fucking Ra's al Ghul. And oh my god, it's a great time to be a nerd.
It is. So, who won this week?
Flash.
Flash.
It's not gonna matter because I, 2-1.
Still, we want to hear your opinion.
Fucking Flash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Flash won. Oh.
So, yeah, that was it.
You have
Check out our Flash
Firm
review.
chest.
I did chess this week.
Oh,
Check out our Flash review as it's right here. Also check
That's
out our
Batman.
Agents of Shield review. Check out our
I'm Batman.
check out our
Where's
Walking Dead
Commissioner?
season finale review. Like, favorite, subscribe, all of our videos.
Walking Dead sucked.
and watch all of the rest of our other reviews.
Where is he?
We'll see you next week.